If you want to be notified when I post new Ultimate Survival Tips videos, make sure you're subscribed and click the little bell icon below the video on your computer or mobile app. That way you won't miss out on any new Ultimate Survival Tips videos.
Hey, this is Joe from Ultimate Survival Tips, and we are here with Jake Hoback, and he has got just a really awesome little tiny piece of survival gear, but super handy and helpful. Tell us about it, man.
Well, it's a tactical arrow grouping, so we call it the tag. Fits behind a regulation dog tag, behind the silencer rings. That way you never lose it, or it goes in your wallet, what have you. It's got a lot of key features that are really good in survival situation. I personally use this on a lot of outings, caught fish with it. We'll go over the features. So you've got 2 hooks, 2 split rings next to the hooks, 2 flashers, then you have an arrow in the center, obviously. Then when you pull the hooks and the split rings out of here, this corner piece turns into fletching for an arrow. Now obviously some of this is going to be fairly rudimentary, but what it is going to get you is something that you can use that weighs nothing. It's stainless steel, so it's not going to rust in your wallet when it gets all sweaty or what have you. And you know, it's thin enough that you don't need to put an edge on it. It will still cut as you use it. So, you know, that's a lot of what we do. We do a lot of things that we try to remain innovative, but at the same time we do practical. We're tool makers. We make tools like the knives. You know, it's what we do is the highest end of the highest end. We use the highest quality materials that we can. We do the highest level of machining we can. I mean, the laser that cuts these out is the most powerful laser on the West Coast.
Amazing.
So things like that, we partner up with different companies that allow us to be able to create our products better. So, you know, between materials application and the tooling and the level of precision that we make everything, that's kind of what sets us apart.
So you've got some primo folders right here, and they are beautiful. There's some gorgeous folders here. They're awesome. Show us one.
So we have the Quayback. This is one of our base models.
Say the name again.
A Quayback. Okay, so I guess I should explain the name a little bit. Koiken, like a Japanese style Koiken. Okay, small fixed blade, Japanese style blade. Hoback, mix the 2 names together, you got Quayback. Been making this now, I guess, like 8 years. So we've gone through a lot of different versions, a lot of different variations. This is the carbon fiber edition. It's a carbon fiber show side. It rides on ball bearings, hardened washers. The blade steel is crew wear. Great, awesome steel. It's got a hardened lock insert. It's got my HRD, which is the Hoback rolling detent system. So typically a folding knife has a detent that's pressed into the lock bar so that it raises the lock bar off the surface of the blade as it closes. My detent rolls. It's a ball bearing. So you have quite a bit less friction, very little maintenance that's required with it, and for all intents and purposes, they never wear out.
You seem like a pretty humble guy, but you're the brains behind a lot of this. You design this stuff, right? I
don't know, brains or just luck or, you know, God's blessings, but, you know, you know, I try to design things based on use. I'm an avid outdoorsman. I'm an avid shooter. I'm outdoors a lot. I live in North Idaho. I live at the end of a mile-long dirt road. I spend a lot of time in the woods. So to me, something needs to be there, and it needs to work when you need it to work. Otherwise, you know, you might just stay out in the woods forever. So, you know.
Show us deployment on that. Let's see that sucker come out.
We like to make knives for a purpose, and this is fast deployment. It's faster than a switchblade. It's legal. You don't have any issues with that. And it's one-hand operable. You're not dealing with sticky locks. You're not dealing with lock slip. It's a hardened stainless lock insert so that you're not going to have titanium against steel, because honestly, titanium is a terrible lock interface. Steel against steel is a much better interface. Titanium has a tendency to gall, so it wants to stick. That's what it wants to do. So, you know, we try to do a lot of materials application science when we put things together.
Beautiful. That's awesome. And one of the other things that you can see is you do all sorts of different scales for these as well.
We do a lot of stuff. You know, that's the thing. I'm a tool maker. I don't really consider myself an artist, but at the end of the day, everybody wants to be able to personalize something.
Your favorite piece in here. What's your favorite piece in here? I put you on the spot.
Man, favorite piece? I would probably say the Ancient Days custom Quayback up here. All the machining that I did on the top of this guy matches all the tattoos I have. Nice. And I just really like the color offset that you get from the differential anodizing that's on there. You get a polish, you know, it makes it pop out, and it's 3-dimensional texture.
That's pretty awesome. What about the blade here?
Okay, so the blade, this is a kind of a splash acid wash. So we'll go through and we'll mask the surface, and then we'll acid wash it. We'll clean it off, polish it out, regrind it if we need to, do that sort of thing. So you get kind of this like Jackson Pollock kind of look to it. In along that same line, we have some camouflage anodizing that we recently started doing. So the camouflage anodizing is pretty fun. This is all full twice anodized. So we anodize it, then we mask it, and then we re-anodize it and peel it all off and clean it up. And then the same thing with the blade is an acid wash over a sandblast stone wash. So masked in different areas so that we can get this cool camouflage finish. It turns out pretty cool. I've never seen anybody do that. So
that's a really cool looking knife.
So yeah, that's a lot of what we try to do. We try to add a little bit of flavor to, just we make tools. So it's like sometimes you just got to add a little flavor to the tools to make them, cool. You build that following by doing cool stuff, but at the same time you have to remain practical. Just because you're unique doesn't mean you're useful. So
that's excellent. That is awesome. All right, man. Tell us where we can find your knives.
You can find our knives on Instagram, Facebook, and JakeHobackKnives.com.
All right, so we'll search for Jake Hoback Knives on all those, Instagram, Facebook.
Type in Jake Hoback into Google. I'm the only one there.
All right, man. Awesome. Hey, take care, man.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, I've queued up 2 more to the side that I think you'll like. Plus you can subscribe to this channel below and buzz over to our website for a ton of free resources on survival, bushcraft, bugging out, and prepping. And for links to the gear shown in this video, see the video description on YouTube. Okay guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.